Hi everybody and welcome back to the Celtic Way YouTube channel. My name is Ryan McGinley and today I'm here to discuss some of the Stats Bomb elements that we use in our Stats Bomb articles on video form. Just before we get started guys, if I could just grab your attention to the right hand side of the screen. We are currently running a new season sale. Kick off the new season with a year of the Celtic Way for only £12. Subscribe now at www.celticway.co.uk/subscribe. On there, you'll get instant analysis and player ratings from the games, as well as scouting pieces from Stuart Ross, analytical pieces from Alan Morrison, as well as pieces from myself and Tony throughout the day. There's always something going on in the Celtic Way. £12 for 12 months of access. It'll be you sorted until the middle of August or whenever you watch this video. You'll be sorted from 12 months from then. So get involved, guys. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it when if and when you do grab a subscription. So the game happened. I'm recording this early on Tuesday morning, but the game happened on Sunday afternoon. If I can just bring up some of the stats from Sunday's game, if you can see that clearly. So Celtic defeated Hibernian 2-0 at Easter Road on Sunday afternoon. 2-0 to Celtic, goals from Nicholas Kuhn and Callum McGregor, especially Callum McGregor for that 25-yard screamer that he scored. Just having a look at the stats from the game, Hibs' XG, their expected goals and cumulative XG, were both at 0.17. Apart from, I think it was Kieran Bowie's chance that hit the bar. Kasper Schmeichel didn't get a touch that hit the bar cleanly. They didn't really have any shots at goal. That is why their XG is so low. Whereas for Celtic, they actually underperformed because they get 2.58, 2.48 in their cumulative XG respectively, but they only scored two goals. They had some big chances to make the scoreline even more comfortable, but they couldn't get more than 2 goals. You know, they kept the clean sheet, 2 well-worked goals, one of individual brilliance, another one of good teamwork play. It could have and should have been a lot more, but unfortunately for Celtic and Brendan Rodgers, it wasn't. 4 shots to Celtic's 19, 0 shots on target for Hibs to Celtic's 7. The possession stats again, I mean, this is an away game in particular. To have 74% possession in a ground that Celtic have really struggled at in recent years. Brendan Rodgers has really struggled with in his 2 tenures as Celtic manager, so to get 74% possession is some going, to be honest. Pass completion 87% to Hibernian's 63%. They were making a lot of unforced errors, which caused Celtic to then go in the break and get chances at goal. The passes again, you know, they completed 678, but they attempted 782 Celtic, so it was 87% of that. Hibernian had 273 with 173 of those being completed, so they misplaced 100 passes, and that can be so, you know, it can be catastrophic for these teams when they play against Celtic. Sometimes if they don't take care of the ball, then they allow a strong team like Celtic to really get on the front foot and make things happen, and they certainly did that in the 2 occasions in which Celtic won the ball back off of their opponents and then got through on goal and did really well twice. In terms of pressures, as you would expect, Hibernian had more due to the fact that they were off the ball more, so they had to commit more pressures and to try and pressurise the opponent. Celtic had 112, which showed that they were still being mature in their pressing, despite the fact that they had more of the ball, they had more of the possession. Pressure regains for Hibs 39 to Celtic's 19. Tackles 1, Hibs won 12 of their 20, and Celtic won 17 of their 30. Yellow cards, Hibs had two early doors, I believe, in the first 10-15 minutes. Celtic had one, who I believe that was Liam Scales. So if I can just bring up some of the stats from the game, or the key highlights from the game. That is Callum McGregor's goal. I will just bring up the race chart first of all. So it shows you just how dominant Celtic were when you have a look at this race chart. You can see that the 2 lines are close together up until the first goal, which is marked there. And once that is the case, then they're so far away from Hibs in terms of XG. All of this is calculated through XG and the chances that Celtic make and their expected goals that comes with that. They get the first goal after 4 minutes, the second goal after 18, 19 minutes, and then they just continue to rise and they reach a total of 2.48 to Hibs 0.17. So there was only really going to be one winner on the day, and that is shown through the probability factor on the top left, the bar, 96% chance for Celtic to actually win the game. The next most plausible outcome was a draw at 3%, and a home win was only calculated as being 1%. So really one-way traffic, one-way sailing throughout this game. And Celtic were the well-deserved winners at the end of it, 2-0, and it probably should have been more if they had their shooting boots on. I have Nicholas Kuhn's goal here, which just goes to show you how well, not how well he took it, but how well the goal was made and how easy it was for the player to score that goal. You maybe can't see, it's a bit blurry down at the bottom of the screen, but the XG for this goal, the XG for the original touch is 0.88, so it's a great position. The goalkeeper, Joseph Bursic, is far away from Nicholas Kuhn. He's not, and you've got another defender that's just behind him trying to catch up with the winger, but he can't do that, so it's 0.88. That's actually higher than what a penalty would be in a normal situation in a game. And then in the post-shot XG, which is PSXG, which goes up to 1.00, it was really a chance that Kuhn, if he did miss, it would be absolutely shocking. It was something that people wouldn't believe. 1.00 basically means it was a tap in. If he missed it, there would have been questions asked of the player. If I just go to the second goal that was scored, Cal McGregor's, which was an absolutely incredible goal made by Nicholas Kuhn. I forgot to say that the first goal was made by James Forrest. Quick play from Kyogo to take the shot. Bursic, he parries the ball out to James Forrest. James Forrest then squares it to Nicholas Kuhn, and it's the easiest to finish. But the second one is anything but an easy finish. That was made by Nicholas Kuhn coming in off his side of the pitch, the right winger, and passing it to Cal McGregor. Cal McGregor takes a touch and then fires it past Bursic into his right-hand corner, the left-hand corner for those watching the game. The XG of that when it was taken was 0.03 and only rose to 0.23, which goes to show how difficult the chance was for Cal McGregor to take, and one that he certainly did take, and he took full advantage of what was required. A truly incredible goal. I was talking about it in my Stats Bomb article that I'll link to this in the description. I was saying it was probably one of the goals of the season already. We've seen some good goals already in the league, but I think it's going to take some beating, especially with the rest of the season coming up. 36 more games to go, much more when you count all the individual teams, but I doubt you'll see many better goals than what Cal McGregor scored on Sunday afternoon. Let's just see what else is coming up on this. That is the stats. We've been through them. Probably going to the key passers of the game. And it was a good game for Greg Taylor, who had 4 key passes, which was a game high, and a combined XG of those passes of 0.46. Nicholas Kuhn had 2 key passes at 0.07. Paulo Bernardo, Mikey Johnston, Daizen Maeda, all subs that came off the bench, all contributed in a good way with 1 key pass each. Top 5 shooters of the afternoon. Matt O'Reilly was first with 5 shots at a combined XG of 0.25. He was unlucky not to get a goal on the day, but he was very, very involved and tried to make things happen in the middle of the park in that advanced position in midfield. Nicholas Kuhn obviously has 1.05 XG due to having the high XG chance, which is essentially a tap in. He had another 3 shots to go with that. Kyogo, again, who hasn't scored this season. He scored a lot in pre-season, but he's not been able to manage or put away his first league goal of this campaign. 4 shots at an XG of 0.47. Mikey Johnston and Cal McGregor both had 2 to their name. Just having a wee look at the shot map from the game, it shows that they're going for different shots. You can clearly see that the goal from outside of the box is the shape. There's 2 blue shapes, but it's the one closest to the left, which is Cal McGregor's shot, which goes to show just how close, or how far away rather, the shot was to goal, but he still managed to get away with it and put a really good finish past Bursic and the Hibs goal. The first goal there is highlighted as the red one. It's the reddest shape on the shot map, and it goes to show how close Nicholas Kuhn was to the goal. So it was an easy tap in for the German winger. You've got to be there. You've got to, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery, as they say. Nicholas Kuhn definitely bought a ticket for that one and got his just rewards. That's 3 goal contributions in just 2 games. So it's looking good for Nicholas Kuhn at this point in time. He's probably Celtic's in-form player at the moment in his goals and assists and his overall play. Plenty more to come, but he looks like a player that's really settled into things. Had a tough 6 months coming from Rapid Vienna, but he's had a full pre-season, a couple of niggling injuries, but at the same time, he's been acclimatised to the team and he is really thriving in Brendan Rodgers' new look Celtic side. This is the way that Celtic lined up during the game. They had a 4-3-3 formation, and goals they had Kasper Schmeichel, the back four. It was an unchanged lineup from the one that played against Kilmarnock on Flag Day. It was Greg Taylor, Liam Scales, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Greg Taylor. The midfield was Cal McGregor, Matt O'Reilly and Rio Hatate. It was Matt O'Reilly in the higher position, Rio Hatate playing as the number 8. On the left wing, it was James Forrest, right wing, Nicholas Kuhn, and up front, Kyogo Furuhashi. And then in slide number 9, the passing network, which just goes to show where the game was getting played and the effectiveness of each side. And I think it shows from this diagram here, obviously the warmer the shade, the more effective the player had in a game. And you can see from the left-hand side in particular, maybe not including Hatate, because his OBV's on-ball value wasn't great in this game. He had a bit of a mixed game overall, to be honest. But from Liam Scales, Greg Taylor and James Forrest on that left-hand side, they all contributed in a good way to the on-ball values and the good on-ball values of Celtic in that game. Kyogo cutting a bit of a frustrated figure up front, although he was getting more passes of the ball. On the right-hand side, you can see the thick lines, which shows that there has been passing there, but the on-ball effectiveness of the likes of Alistair Johnson, Matt O'Reilly and Nicholas Kuhn and Cal McGregor and Rio Hatate, to be fair, was quite ineffectual in that metric. But I wouldn't take that as face value. I would look at that as their on-ball value, but I would also look at their stats from the game. Nicholas Kuhn was probably man of the match. He was the player of the match for Sky Sports and most people talking about the game, but he didn't do well in on-ball value. So it's just one metric. I wouldn't read too much into it, as long as he's getting goals and assists and making things happen for his teammates as well as getting goals for himself. Then I don't think anybody is going to be complaining about his output whatsoever. So yeah, that was just a wee, it was a taster of what you can expect in any of my StatsBomb articles. Once again, I'm just going to bring up this, and all the information is at the bottom of the screen, as well as in the link in the description. New season sale. Kick off the new season with a year of the Celtic way for only £12. If you subscribe now, that'll be you sorted until the middle of August next year. If you go to www.celticway.co.uk/subscribe, you will be your account will be activated and you'll be able to read all of our gated content, such as my StatsBomb reports, Tony's exclusive interviews that are coming out in the next couple of days, a couple of debate articles as well, opinion pieces, scouting reports, analytical pieces from Alan Morrison as well. Regardless of what you're looking for or what caters towards you, there's going to be something that you'll like on the Celtic way. So please do check it out. Subscribe. Also, if you can give a wee subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We've been growing it really well over the past 8 or 9 months since Hamish joined in the morning briefings. But we want to keep on going, want to keep on doing these videos. We're going to try and get more of a healthy stream of content coming every day or most days with new videos, new morning briefings, and trying to make things happen as much as possible. If you want to join in the comment section, press that subscribe button and get involved, and we will notify you as to when we go live, both with pre-recorded videos like this and live videos like instant analysis, like analysis post-match reaction, and morning briefings as well. As I said at the start of the video, I've been Ryan McGinley. Thank you very much to everybody for watching this. I hope you learned something new about Celtic's win against Hibernian on Sunday afternoon. I will see you all in the morning briefings in the days to come, as well as the next StatsBomb article, which will be in a couple of weeks' time, against St Mirren at St Mirren Park. But until then, thank you very much, guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.